man. That's why we fight against neo-colonialism, man, because it happened in our own lands, and they came like these days they're coming to us, right, with beautiful face. We cannot trust them. We cannot trust them. No, we can love them, but we cannot trust them. It's very different. Love and trust is very different. Just because I love you doesn't mean that I have to trust you. We have to keep our eyes open. We love you, but we don't trust you because we know what you have done before. We cannot forget our history. We cannot. I forgive you, but I don't forget. I need to remember, I need to remember to be careful because human beings are not gods, Hey, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it's good to see you all here. If you made to this video, that means you have seen the previous episode. But if you haven't, stop right now and go watch that one to get the full picture of what's going on right here, and come back, finish the second part of this documentary. I hope you're gonna enjoy these two guys. Did you press record? Yep. Yeah, because I didn't press. I didn't press. Is it recording? All right. All right. I just had to double check if we are recording, because at the beginning we thought we were recording, but we were not, and we had to repeat the whole thing all over again. One thing that I learned as I was working this place, I realized that colonizers, they were very strategic. And one of the things that they did is destroying palaces and all those houses that our kings and leaders were living. When you have a palace like this, it's a pride of the country. It's kind of like today, if you go and attack White House, that's the pride of the US. So if you attack the palace, it's basically you're attacking the whole country, because this is where the leader of the country lives, right? And if people, they see that the palace has been attacked, they're losing hope. They'll be scared. They'll be afraid, because this is king's house. And that's one of the strategies they used in so many countries here in Africa to dismantle everything that we had, psychologically, physically, emotionally, even spiritually. All the ways they did to do that. And now we have opportunity to transform and to change that. We have an opportunity to come together and to be strong Africa. Where does Queen used to live?
The same.
The same.
Yeah, the same.
Okay. All right. It's I'm trying to imagine, because some other palaces you see like Queen and King, they're living in
different. In Ethiopia actually. It's the same. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
They used to live together.
I'd love to live with my wife too. Yeah.
So when the Fasilis, the first king, died, his son came and built his own palace. But he built the small.
Yeah, the small. Yeah.
Like the modest building, The king did not contribute tax from the people.
Yeah.
His name was Johannes.
Johannes. Yeah, I know. He's a really famous guy.
Yeah. But when he came to the power, people used to call him Johannes the Righteous, like the good king. So he gave the separate place for the different religious follows. Like 2 kilometers for the Muslim, and the Orthodox, the Christian used to live here, and then the Jewish, and then they used to 5 kilometers away, So he just put some kind of rules. That's why actually many people loved him. And then as I told you, he did not contribute tax from the people. Even people did not pay much tax out of their interest. And actually he was even one of a very famous in terms of animal rights. This day, the Europa says we are like the responsible of animal rights or something. But this guy actually started since 17th century, So he had like a bell erected in the middle of the town, So if you have something caution for the king, you can go there and ring. So the king goes there and asks, and he used to treat like people by Bible, But once what happened, like this, it was raining, so the people were not there. But the king he heard actually when the bell rang. So he went there, but he did not found the people. So he met like a donkey, where that donkey was like loaded donkey.
Yeah, yeah.
So the king brought his palace and unloaded.
Yeah.
And after unloaded, the king saw that donkey was badly hurt. And the king felt sorry. And he gathered the people and said, donkeys will store back for clean, not to be used. Even this day, you can see when you go up inside of the town, you can see when people were carrying the chicken with the stick upside down during selling, you know. So that the king did not allow the chicken also upside down.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why he knows by this rule, you know. So when this king died,
how did he die?
actually because of the age.
Okay,
He was very old.
Yeah.
So before he died, his son came and took.
Build another.
Yeah.
What was the name of his son?
His name was Yasu.
Yasu. So that the first king, he was, what was his name? Fasil. And then Johannes. And then Yasu.
Yeah.
Wow.
Third one was like huge than the king.
Okay.
His father. It was one building story, and it's called saddle. You know, saddle like the horse.
Yes.
The comfort.
Yeah.
So it looks like the saddle building style.
Yeah.
What did the Italians do on
Here?
ceiling? The Italians,
It's not bombed. Yeah, they actually the British bombed it.
Yeah.
British. Before that, it was complete building.
Yeah.
But
British
they stolen wool, the ivory, then the silver, the whole stuff.
Wait, can you say that again? Come here. Can you say that again? You said who bombed this palace again?
The British bombed it. Yeah, it was the camp for the Italian soldier. If you go to Inardis, there is Piazza, and in Goder we have also Piazza, the center place. And if you go to Injijiga, around in the south part of Ethiopia, there is also Piazza. Three places were invaded by actually the Italian soldier. So there was the conflict between British and Italians during World War II. And the Italians, they damaged in Somalia and Eritrea.
Exactly.
The British had a camp here. So the British came to revenge the Italians. But when you read the history, they said we came to help Ethiopia. But when you see the reality, it's not. They bombed it. Actually, the British bombed it, damaged. We can say almost the whole stuff. We're going to visit almost 30%. 70% already damaged.
By British.
By British. Because of that, they took almost the whole parts of the Ethiopian books and other stuff, which is stolen by Italians and the British as well.
Man, you see, you know, it's very crazy. Like these days, when you're out there, you know, people they're telling you the stereotype that people have for Africans. They say, oh, you know, they're thieves. They steal. Who started to steal? They started to steal. Who are living in peace and harmony like a family, but they came, they invaded to our countries. You know, they bombed, like you hear, man. Actually, you know, being in this place and witnessing what happened, because I know even in my country, you know, pretty much the same thing happened in so many countries in Africa. Seeing that, man, these people were animals. I'm not saying right now, but I'm saying they were really animals. You know what I'm saying? And not to offend anybody, but these are part of the history that they have to be spoken clearly, openly. These are kind of history that even in British or in Italy, when they have classes, they have to talk about this side. Because I know that they don't talk about this side. So French people, Italians, or British people, they do not really know the back history that, you know, they colonized us, right? They did a lot of damages. They don't really talk about this. So I think this is the call for African writers to write the real history we know from our hearts. And hopefully, you know, for all these I know the new governments, maybe they're not going to do the same thing. So the best thing you can do is inform your people what you've actually done to Africa and Africans. Because we still have scars. Because during that time, our grandfathers and our kings, you know, were killed during those events. Is there any king who was killed because of that? No?
They did not kill, actually,
So they just died by natural thing.
Yeah.
But there are people who died.
Yeah, a lot of people. Almost 30 people died in a day, you know, not this. They gathered people and they killed Italians, actually. They made it.
Yeah, I remember during the Adwa ceremony, you know, I've heard a lot about it. So the thing is, if you guys are watching this, if you're not African, you really need to know the story. And for those things that you stole, they need to be returned. You know what I'm saying? Because they belong to us. You know what I'm saying? If you're keeping them right now, it's basically you guys are thieves. That's the reality. Because if you're keeping what is not yours until today, and you know that you stole it away from us and you're not keeping it, you know that you're a thief. That's what you do. So return what is ours, and we're gonna make sure that they return what is ours. I'll say this today. I know a lot of you guys gonna hate this. I mean, non-Africans, because that's what happens. But we are going to defend what we do have, because it's ours. Give back what is ours. They bombed it, but it didn't fall down. Like, not all of it. Man, that's an amazing architect right there.
The other part exists here.
Wow. How it used to, like, this is how it was before, before bombed. You guys, you saw the other side that was bombed, but this one, it was not, so it's different. It's really pissing me off. Like, Africa is like a battleground, you know? Africa is like a battleground. Like, we're innocent. We didn't invade anyone. We didn't take advantage of anyone. We didn't take anything. But people, they came here to Africa. They're fighting with one another, and the people who are dying are Africans, Eritreans, Somalis, Ethiopians, because two superpowers are fighting against each other in our land. Man, come on. And today you're seeing some people, you know, we really need to be protective of what we do have, right? We have to learn from the history, because those people who died, they didn't die in vain, right? Their lives matters, and we should never ever forget them. Like, we have to paint their names somewhere, like write their names, whatever, like write maybe in a wall that these are people who died during this war. We know it, so that we may be very careful on how we cooperate with these people. Because, man, history always repeats itself, you know. And now Africa, we need to be very protective with what we have. And it's my call to African leaders and everybody that, guys, let's learn our history, and we know our history, and let's be protective with what we have. This is beautiful, man. More than 400, almost 400 years it has been here. This place has been dismantled, but this is all about Ethiopia, man. This is the history. This is all about Africa. It's like someone maybe go to Egypt and bomb those pyramids, you know, or bomb these castles. Oh, man, we need to be really careful, man. Like, honestly. What is this?
It's like the steam sound.
Oh!
Where they hear from there. Like,
you see, man, all these
back
things.
in the 17th century.
Back in the 7th century, man, that is like... Man, if you're an African, you have to be proud of your skin, man, because we're not thieves, we're not killers, we're just loving people. You know, when colonizers came to our countries, we opened our doors for them, because we have this hospitality culture, right? You come to my house, I welcome you, I even give you my bed, you know, for you to stay there.
And then they took advantage of us. They came like to bring religion and all that stuff, but they took advantage of us. They saw how much like richness we do have. And at that time, Europeans, they were fighting against each other. They were killing each other for almost 100 years. They were killing each other in the World War, I mean, 1 and 2. Really killing each other. So they found somewhere called Africa, and then they wanted to take advantage of it. They wanted to kill. They wanted to colonize because they couldn't afford to live with themselves. And man, we're just innocent people. And then today you have some people saying that Africa is the third world country. Shut up, man. This is the beginning of civilization. Come here to Ethiopia, see. Go to Egypt, see the pyramids there. Black people build that. Go to America. Black people, they build that country. Us, Africans. And somebody, man, if you're an African, never ever look down on yourself, and don't let anyone look down on you, man, because that skin, that mind, man, we initiated almost every single thing. You see, look at this building. They built it. Ethiopians, they built it. Do you know the name of the person who designs this?
Designed it, yeah. Aleka Haile.
Aleka Haile.
Yeah, one of the designers.
Aleka Haile.
The
engineer. Man, those are Africans who designed this place. Africans, they designed it. Look at this. Africans designed this, guys. They did design. And then you have steam sauna there. Today somebody think that, oh, steam sauna, it came from European or whatever. No, man, we used to have 400 years. It's right here. Hey, man, are we gonna get in there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, let's Today I'm going to demand all the heritage and all the stuff that colonizers took away from Africa to return it. That will be my noise every single day. And if they will go to kill me, let them know. No, we are going to bring back what we do have.
This will have to be the bridge where the king walked out. Was connected through the palace. Yeah. And then it was orchard seating.
Yeah.
So we call it take the hat off bridge. So when the king, people didn't know where either the king goes out or goes in. So when people passing through this way, actually, they used to like bow, take off their hat, in case if the king is alive.
Yeah,
that's why.
We used to have a bridge here.
Yeah,
that's special, man. As I'm walking here, I'm just hearing the cries, the cries of our ancestors who died in this place, All those people, they're crying,
So this is one of the gates from the well. Okay. This is at the night of birth. It's like the gate of emergency. Emergency something. It's like the secret, yes.
As I'm walking in this place, guys, I was telling my friend here that I can hear the cries of our people who died during all those invasions. Man, I don't know, like, honestly, I think we really need to pay attention to our history. And if you pay attention to your history and maybe even count, because we cannot even count, approximate the number of people who died during all this stuff. If you try to think about it and count, man, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna realize that a lot of our people died for no reason. For no reason.
In their own land.
Yeah, in their own land.
Yeah.
Man, that's why we fight against neocolonialism, man, because it happened in our own lands, and they came like these days they're coming to us, right, with beautiful face. We cannot trust them. We cannot trust them. No, we can love them, but we cannot trust them. It's very different. Love and trust is very different. Just because I love you doesn't mean that I have to trust you. We have to keep our eyes open. We love you, but we don't trust you because we know what you have done before. Yeah, we cannot forget our history. We cannot. I forgive you, but I don't forget. I need to remember, I need to remember to be careful because human beings are not gods, They're human beings.
Yo guys, thank you so much for watching this second part of this documentary. I really appreciate the love and support. Please subscribe, turn on notification button, share these videos, and stay tuned for the third part. Is coming very soon. We have to make sure we go everywhere to see everything, and soon, man, after this the rain began to come. Man, it's just welcoming me to this place, and that's why you can call me the King Haile Jesus. Appreciate, guys. I love you. Till next time, don't forget to love one another and spread peace wherever you are, and keep that bond of unity going on. I love you guys.